Welcome to this video. Here we'll look at a question from the topic bearings. This is a past paper question. So calculate the bearings of A from C. So we are told A from C. Okay, so the key word here is getting knowing the part where it says from C. Okay, so the first procedure here, we are considering the point C, and then the only thing we need to do here is to simply put the north pole at C. Okay, that will be the first thing that will be required to do here. We need to put the north at this point C. Okay, we can put it at least like that. Okay, this is much better like this. Okay, so we make a north at this particular point. So it says from C. Okay, so from C meaning from C going to A. Okay, now all bearings, they go clockwise, this direction. This is a clockwise direction. So that's the direction that all vectors need to take, a clockwise. So you're going to stand at the north of point C, and then you go to the point A. Okay, that is how you're going to do this one. So at the north of C, then we go to A. So we take notice that we're standing at this part, and then we need to go to where A is. Okay, so that's the bearing that we're supposed to find there. Okay, so we're finding A from C. All right. Okay, so step number one was to make a north pole at point C. Then you stand on the north pole, then you go clockwise direction to the bearing of what? A. So in this case, we can see that the angle that we are supposed to find is the angle which is inside this whole thing. Okay, the whole angle there. Okay, that is what we are supposed to find. But now we are going to consider something here, knowing that the triangle is something like this. It has these things. So this is an isosceles triangle. So for an isosceles triangle, it means that if the base here is 46, meaning also here it's 46, the angle bases are equal. Okay, so this simply tells us that even here it is what? 46. Okay, it is also 46 there. Okay, so if A is 46, then also B is 46. This is because this is an isosceles triangle. So how do you tell if the angle is an isosceles? When they put these two lines here on the angle, the triangle, so you can tell that this is an isosceles. Isosceles what? Triangle. Okay, and the base angles will always be equal. Okay, so then we can apply another property. So bearings, you just need to apply properties of both angles and properties of bearings themselves. Okay, so here what we will try to do first of all is simply to find what is on the inside. Let me try to change this to red just to see. So we are dealing with what we want to find, what is inside here first. Okay, we can call this X. Okay, then the remaining outer part that we are also supposed to find, which is this part here. Okay, this part here, we're going to call it Y, and then we'll find the whole thing, the whole thing, which is X and Y. So finding X is very simple. Okay, finding X is very simple because in a triangle like this one, we know that if we add this angle, and this angle, the total should always be 108. So to find X, we're just going to say is equal to 180, okay, minus 46 plus 46. These are the angles, the base angles. Okay, so 180 minus then 46 plus 46. Okay, so 46 plus 46, that will be, just need to calculate this one, 6 there, that is 12, 4 there, that is so you get 92. Okay, so here you get 92 degrees. Okay, 92 degrees. Then from this one, now you just need to subtract, okay, 180 minus C, and you get 88. Okay, so this means x is 88. Now the only thing that you need to find is what? Y. Okay, so we're going to save this one here. X is 88. X is 88 degrees. Then let's find Y now. This is where now we need to apply properties of bearings. Okay, so to find Y, we can do this. Okay, to find Y, we can simply do, we can find the angle first of all, which is the angle which is here. Okay, and we can find that angle by simply subtracting 90, because this part here at B becomes 90 degrees. Right now the other part is 46. Okay, so that is 90 minus 46, 44. Okay, so meaning the other part there is simply 44. Okay, so that is 44. Okay, and we're almost there. Okay, we are almost there. So whenever you have something like this, okay, a north here, each time you have a north here and another north there, then you do this, these two angles add up 180 because they are corresponding. So they are 44, and Y will have to add up to 180. Okay, and this is how you are going to do it. You are going to say that Y plus 44 is equal to 180. Okay, so you can take the 44 this side, it becomes a negative 44. Okay, and then here we just subtract 180 minus 44. Okay, 180 minus 44, you get 176. 176 degrees. So we save this one here. Y is equal to 176 degrees. Okay, sorry, no, not 176 degrees. It's actually 136. Okay, it's 136. Okay, 136 degrees. Now that we have both X and Y, okay, meaning that the bearing of A from C is actually X plus Y, which is 88 degrees, plus 136 degrees. Okay, this gives us 224 as the bearing of A from what? From C. Okay, all right, so we can see from there that the bearing of A from C is 224. Okay, this makes sense because this angle is really big. It's more than 180. Okay, so we got to finding C from B. Okay, Okay, so let's see how we can find C from B. So remember why it says from B. C from B. Let me try to use a different ink so that we can see this nicely. Okay, so we are going to stand at the north pole of B. So the north is here. For B, the north is here. So standing at the north pole of B, then we go to C, meaning we are looking for this. Okay, yeah. So because C is this line here, so this is where we end from. Okay, C is particularly this line. So we go like this clockwise until we reach C. That's the bearing that we are finding, and this one is very simple, okay, because this is almost a circle except for the 44 that we had found there. Okay, so here we can just say C from B is actually what? We just do 360 degrees, meaning the whole thing, if this whole thing it went round like this, it is 360 degrees. Okay, but then we are not including the 44, considering our bearing. So 44 degrees, here we are going to get 360 minus 44. We are getting 316 degrees. Okay, and there is your bearing. Okay, there is your bearing. Okay, so that is how you answer such questions under bearing. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. Leave the questions on the comment section.